a good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world.
What's going on, lunatics? Guys, it's time for you to take a cold, hard look and ask yourself a very serious question. Have we reached the point where Terra Luna is now just a scam? Is there any chance that this is not just a game being played by a person who tells you all the time that he's just playing games with people? And the answer to that is probably pretty alarming. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go look at the price. The price is 1050 right now. You can see it's down 20% to the previous day. Circulating supply still remains at 6.534 trillion. The volume has now significantly diminished to the point that most other tokens are doing this right now. This is not something new. Now, this is the voting that's taking place right now. This is number 1623, and this is the Terra Builders Alliance Rebirth Network. You also know that when this started, there were 11 million votes on that first day. Before it launched, there were 11 million votes for yes. They were looking for this as if it was already in the bag. And this is what and I don't mean the validators, I mean the people behind the curtain. This is what they wanted the entire time. So keep that in mind as we go through this process. Now you can look down here and you can see that you have a choice of yes, no, or abstain. The largest holder has abstained. The second largest holder has abstained. I'm sorry, the third largest holder. The second largest holder has voted no. So the people at the top are saying absolutely not. This is a bad plan. However, move over here and a bunch of the smaller ones that are probably, and let's face it, they're probably being pushed around by Do Kwon to say yes. Otherwise, they're going to be just lost, is what we're seeing. Now, is that true? I don't know if it's true, but let's move on to the next piece here. The original plan was that the Terra Ecosystem Revival Plan was going to pay you 10%, and then it was going to vest 90%. Well, as we've moved along during this whole process, the community pool has been upped to 30%. The pre-attack UST holders, 10%, 10%, and 50%, but 30% is now unlocked at Genesis and 2% is vested. So what they're doing is they're increasing the value, increasing what they're willing to pay out in the beginning in order to make this deal. They're negotiating with people after the voting process is already taking place. What they're doing is they're taking your votes. They got your votes for yes, and then they changed the rules. This started off at 10%. Then it went to 15%. Now we're sitting at 30%. Now, we would want it to be sitting in that spot to begin with. We want 100%. But here's the deal. The proposal is this. It's very simple. They want to fund the paying back of all of the old holders that got wrecked, that Do Kwon screwed billions of dollars out of. They want to pay those people back off of the back of your investment. That's why you only get 30% of what it is that you are entitled to in this new form. Now, the simple answer is, well, yeah, but you also have Luna Classic. Well, let's go back to square one. Luna Classic is worth 0.0001052. If you were holding a normal amount, which would have been $1 million in Terra, that would have been 10,000 tokens, right? That would have been at least in bad times, it would have been $600,000, right? Now it's worth $50, maybe $5. So you are being screwed in every way that you can possibly be screwed or ripped off. That is exactly what Do Kwon is attempting to do. He's attempting off of the back of the new investors to repay the old investors. Guys, this is called a Ponzi scheme. Just for clarity and for the sake of clarity, this is called a Ponzi scheme. He is taking from you in order to give to somebody else. Now, should also be pointed out specifically, this was shared by Terra Luna. Now, remember, at one point we were told by Terra _money on Twitter, no other Twitter account is to be trusted. Okay. Then on May 9, they shared from LFG_org. I said at the time, we don't trust these people. We cannot trust these people because we were told by Terra_money not to trust anybody unless it was coming from Terra_money from the main account. So guess what? Then they started sharing the LFG. Below is the new LFG Bitcoin wallet address. Last clip withdrawn from the LFG was 37,000 Bitcoin, similar to the last deployment. It was loaned to MMS. Very little of the recent clip has been spent, but is currently being used to buy UST. Updates coming. So this is when they were attempting to fix it. This is when they were attempting to make something happen. Now, here we are. It is now May 21. And what do we get? We get this article. Luna Foundation Guard Advisor says Do Kwon hasn't reached out since the UST crash. It's been almost 2 weeks since Terraform Labs cryptocurrency and algorithmic stablecoin USD imploded, bringing down the crypto market with them. Now, at this point, we're getting our information not from Terra_money, we're getting it from LFG, but they've never even talked to Do Kwon. Now, guys, if I told you this on any other token, if I told you that this was the case on anything that you were invested in, you would immediately and without question get away from it. None of this adds up. It's all a scam. It's all a game. You're being played. You're going to be robbed of your money. That is exactly what you would tell me. That is exactly what you would say if we were having this conversation about any other token except Terra Luna right now. So I want you to understand when I say this, that this is what you would tell me if the situation were reversed. Get out. This is a scam. You're being set up. There's absolutely no way this thing in its current form is going to work. And I want you to think about everything that we just looked at. I want you to think about everything that's going on. The rules are being changed as we work through it. Now, the last piece of this is this. And I don't know if any of you remember this, but on that same 9th, May the 9th, Coinbase announced that it will no longer trade Luna on May the 27th. Now, this is back 2 weeks ago. You were told that Terra Luna would no longer be traded on Coinbase on May the 27th. Now, when does this voting end? And in this voting, when does it say Terra Luna version 2 will launch? Ask yourself that question, answer that question for yourself, then give Coinbase the side eye. And remember, you're being scammed. And guess what? I'm telling you that right now. This is not financial advice, guys. My name is Bleaves, and I am always right. And I'm telling you, this is a scam.
I'm looking for the good life, good life. Sitting on top of the world. I want to be shining like diamonds and pearls. I want you to go.
That was not what it was called in the beginning.